Hello everybody and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at Guardian from the Marvel Legends Wendigo Build-A-Figure series. Here we have Guardian displayed in the front window with his Wendigo Build-A-Figure piece, and then at the bottom there we do get that Alpha Flight logo, very cool looking. On the sides, we do have some pretty standard Marvel Legends artwork there of Guardian with his fist in the air, and that is going to be the same on both sides. On the back, we have another shot of that artwork, and then we do have the read-up. Donning the maple leaf symbol of his home, James Hudson suits up in advanced battle armor and protects the Earth as Guardian. And then in the middle there, we do have all the other figures needed in this wave so that you can build the Wendigo Build-A-Figure. And then to the bottom, we have the UPC code so you can check with your local retailer to see if they have this in stock. But enough about that, let's get this open and take a look at Guardian. And here is Guardian outside of his packaging, and yeah, it's a pretty unremarkable figure. You know, it's pretty standard sculpt work, nothing too crazy, doesn't bring anything new to the table, and I have some gripes about some of the paint work. There's some issues that we'll take a look at here when we get up close. The articulation is your standard Marvel Legends fare, so nothing really new there either. So all in all, this figure is really all about getting the Alpha Flight team together. And of course, if you get that Amazon, 5-pack with the rest of the team and the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, of course, you do need Guardian to complete that set. So I think a lot of people they're not necessarily excited for this figure because of what it brings to the table in terms of functionality, but it does complete another mutant set, and certainly an iconic set too. So the character content is good, but the figure just doesn't really bring anything new to the table. Now, when standing straight up, Guardian is coming in at about 6.5 inches tall, which makes him about 16.5 centimeters, so he is your standard size figure. He does come with the torso for the Wendigo Build-A-Figure, but no other accessories, so let's just jump right in and get a better look here at Guardian. Of the paint, and it almost is pink in some spots. Who just fell? Well, War Machine just fell. Let's try that again. And here is Guardian up close, and we can see what I was talking about there. Pretty unremarkable figure. The sculpt work is fine. I like the line work and the details. The scowl is okay. I kind of would have rather had like clenched teeth, but the paint work and everything on it is good. The flesh tones and the eyes. So, like I said, pretty standard. Now, my biggest complaint comes to the plastic used on the head, and I don't know how well it's showing up here being white, but the plastic used on the head is much more shiny and a pearlescent white, but then as soon as you get to the torso, it's a very flat white, so you don't have that same shininess to it. Looking at the rest of the body, pretty standard as well. Some fading there at the edges of the paintwork, and in some spots it even starts to look more pink than red. But all in all, the torso is sculpted quite nicely and painted nicely. But we get the pearlescent again here on the arms and the forearms and the hands. And then you can see again as we go down to the legs, the pearlescent continues. And I think you can even see that color difference right there between the upper and lower thigh. So that is annoying that we have a different color white used throughout the figure. So yeah, that's not great. One other big gripe we have is right there, the big old red pegs on the inner leg. I get that this side has the red, so I'd rather have red pegs on the inner white side rather than white pegs on the outer red side. And then same thing when we come down here, you do kind of have a jarring stop with the hinge there, but that's understandable. You can't really have a hinge be painted or half colors because it's just going to come off. So all in all, again, unremarkable figure, nothing too crazy. Looking at the articulation, same thing. Head can go around, can look down all the way, can look up quite a ways. You can put the arms out, but make sure you're putting pressure down, because if you just lift it, you can see it's going to hit that edge. So you want to be careful with those arms, but they can come up just fine. Full rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then you do have a hinge and wrist rotation. And I should mention you get a white peg up here as well. So yeah, same thing, white peg because of that. Yeah. You have an ab crunch that can go down quite a ways, go back quite a ways, waist rotation. You have legs that can't really come apart very far at all. Kick forward. Wow, actually kicks high pretty far there. Backwards, not much at all. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees that don't go very deep. boot cut, and then you do have a hinge and ankle pivot. And that's going to do it for this review, everyone. So overall, yeah, pick them up if you're going to finalize your Alpha Flight set. But otherwise, if you're not collecting Alpha Flight, there's not much reason to get this figure. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. His sculpt work, his paint work, and everything are pretty standard for Marvel Legends. So you don't really get anything new. So I could see this being a pass for people that aren't collecting the Alpha Flight. But of course, if you are, you got to get it. So, as I said, though, that is it for this review, everyone. Make sure to hit that like button if you like this review. Subscribe for more content just like this. And as always, thanks for stopping by and watching my video, and have a great day.